Hello. Can you all hear me? Sound check, 1 2 1 2. Yes, awesome. All right, we are a little bit behind schedule. So, guys, gals, non-binary pals, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you today's wonderful commentators. Joining me is hopefully a Fresh Faces 3 runner and personal friend of the Roromaniac 8 channel, AB Baby, and also runner-up of Fresh Faces 1 is joining us in the commentary booth. Formerly known as Rain Kaiser, now goes by the name Rain King. AB, Rain, thank you so much for joining me.
Pleasure to be here.
So,
everyone, pleasure.
Tracker?
I'm very interested in the fact that Halloween Town is just dead.
Yeah, just erased.
There are a lot of 6s and 5s. I'm hoping for the best on this one.
It's another 5 drives. Oh my god. That's crazy.
Drives
is it going to be bait again?
Drives being a 5 scares me because you can't ignore it, but man, we've seen it too many times where it is complete bait.
Yeah. It would be the third time we have an exactly 5 number check on drives that's bait.
I mean, we also have the 1 check in STT, so you never know.
Yeah, that one in STT. We got a hint for it early in the earlier match between Sub-Zero and Volk. So for those of you...
that...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. That one STT is scary too because we've also seen it where worlds that are just 1 check. There's the proof.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Trust me, I remember that clearly. Remember that? The 1 check on levels, and that's where it was.
So for those of you just joining in, unfortunately the match between Subcon Jazz and PG Joshua had to be delayed. PG Josh lost internet, so obviously can't really do a race without the internet. So they will be planning to reschedule and make an incredible comeback later this week. But today, barring no more tech difficulties, we will have UkiMiyoshi versus Flash AM, which you are watching currently. Danimal versus Orox44 are in the understudy right now, getting prepped, and will be up at 8 p.m. Eastern, so in about an hour. And then we're closing out the night with City Hall versus Bab. So 3 back-to-back bangers of matchups. My eyes don't deceive me, right? This is we're starting with a money pouch.
Starting with a money pouch, we're starting with some income.
Yeah. The billionaire lifestyle here already in this scene. And we saw Uki already buying all the ethers too.
I mean, the ether economy.
Oh, he opened up the... This.
I do like the play. Oh goodness, who's going to talk first? Sorry, you go. I've already spoken a lot.
Oh no, I'm good.
But I do like the Pride Lands opening just because if you have the skill to clear this first fight without tools, you're golden. You have all these checks and it's so front loaded.
And you get like 9 levels, I believe, just from this fight alone. Honestly, this might be the first time that I think we've seen 2 players have an identical start, even in the top 32.
Fire and a report in that opening zone, so
It's
that's
report
cool.
1, hinting the second chance in OC.
Ooh, I didn't see that.
So AB, feel free to chime in, but Rain, having played so many of these Fresh Faces seeds, obviously the settings are slightly different, not by a ton though. Is there anything that's jumping out on this tracker as something that would scare you? Or anything that's like in the back of your mind perpetually as you're watching these worlds?
Oh, is that a question for me? Sorry.
Yeah, that was a question for you. Yeah.
I mean, well, since the last time I I've done a random seed. I mean, I like the introduction of the money pouches on the tracker. Let's see what else.
I meant like the numbers in this seed in particular. Like, are any of these
the numbers.
like very scary to you, or anything that
Man,
you're
I'm
keeping in the back of your mind?
Man, I'm over here. Thing. Sorry, just had a.
Oh, Rain, you're cutting.
In general. Oh, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Sorry, try
Hello?
again.
Okay. No worries. No, yeah, with the numbers, man, I mean it's kind of scary with like you said at the beginning with number 5 on levels, and then you also have you had like the 3/6s in Hollow Bastion, Beast Castle, and Pride Lands. So those are going to be places that I would personally would check if it were me in their spots. But the 5 on drive forms, oof. I mean, that just reminds me of the last time when I did FF1, and I think it was either top 16 or top 8, and there was a proof on level 7 Valor.
Oh wow.
And on that specific tracker, or that seed, there was a number 5 on drive forms.
Oh wow.
So I hope it's not that, but hey, I mean, you never know.
It's been bait so many times already with that exact number. Starting off with a form here too, with limit form in the Pride Land shotgun.
Excellent pickup, honestly. Like, that is such a valuable tool.
If I'm a racer, I'm very relieved when I see that limit form in my tracker. I don't like doing deep content without that limit form. Our first divergence, Agrabah versus BC, both of them going for the death abuse.
I think I like the BC Death Abuse more than the Agrabah one, just because the shadows do so much less damage, but it's a good play either way.
Yeah, unfortunately, they did pick up so much HP in Pride Lands. That's really annoying.
And yeah, just that extra damage, Uki's already through the Death Abuse really quick. Oh god, the poor
Wood.
final form!
Oh my god. The good news is that you can potentially find Light and Darkness to avoid a deep push for that final form, but holy cow. Especially if there's a level 7 form, this could get interesting.
But I definitely know with that hint, my next move, no matter what, is to just do that 100-acre wood gun real quick.
Yeah, definitely. If that final form is there very early, you want to have that immediately, especially with Twilight Town 1 and HB 1 still, having nobodies that are on the way. Also, we are very rich this seed. Holy cow. We already have both money pouches on Flash's side. Flash has so much money that I don't think he knows what to do with all of it.
Give me that
Scrooge
10,000
McDuck,
money.
All the watermelon. All of it. Having both money pouches reminds me of that scene. Oh my god, another form. It reminds me of that scene in
Beast Castle.
Harry Potter, where Harry Potter just pulls out the bag of money and says, "We'll take the lot," or maybe it was Ron. I can't remember, but it's just he pulls out all this money and says, "We'll take the whole trolley."
Magnet pickup in BC.
Wow.
Like that.
Hey, Beast Castle has good things so far.
Yeah, you'd think that it'd have like a report or two, given it's still in its first visit stage, but oh my god, and Trinity.
Limit?
It's over. It's over.
Now, Thresholder is a fight that actually can be done in one cycle with Trinity Limit. If you get the Possessor out of the Thresholder, and then use the Trinity Limit in the corner, just by using the... I forget what the triangle one is called, but you just spam the Drive Orbs in the corner and then do the finisher. That can defeat the Thresholder in one go. I think Flash is doing something interesting, though, which is naturally leveling the drives on this fight. Just by getting some good hits in. We might even see Valor 2, maybe Valor 3 if we're lucky.
Oh, yeah. I do like the idea of using your forms organically like this because it saves you in the drive roulette later.
Nice.
Nothing
Flash
in
was
there?
able to get level 3 in Valor form.
Nicely done.
Nice.
That was beautiful.
Very good. Very good.
Nothing in the OC initial shotgun.
Honestly, my heart can just breathe a little bit because we had 2 immediate proofs in Pride Lands, and this is the first seed today where that hasn't happened, so my heart can, like, relax a little bit.
You say that now.
Yeah, I know. And the commentator's curse is coming, I'm well aware.
Man, who's rolling these seeds?
Show me Mini.
Could be me, surely.
Looks like Yuki is in Disney Castle. Let's see what that number 3 in that world is gonna give them. So far, nothing in the courtyard.
You know, it's...
Aura.
Oh, a thunder. Nice.
It's a real shame that I think one way or another, unfortunately, we're losing one of these racers, because both of these have actually done tremendous work in actually getting FF2 to have more people. Uki was there from the very get-go in every single community night, while Flash actually, on a whim, said, hey, do you mind if I invite my friends from the Zooter Rando? And got Froppy, Allrats, and Rojo to all sign up and play in FF2 as well. So it's hard for me to choose a favorite here. I don't think I have any favorites, but between both of them, they did so much to make this event as good as it was. I'm going to be very sad to lose them today.
This top 32 is tight. Like, I am at a loss as to figure out who I would like to see move forward because they're all so fantastic.
Yeah, no, the skill level, it's just crazy. The previous middle of the road seeds are now jet seeds. Previous deep seeds are now just middle of the road. It's just the baseline. It's climbing. If I didn't
Fresh face power creep.
yeah, exactly. If I didn't put the Fresh Faces 2 title on there, you might not even recognize that these are Fresh Faces. You think that they're regulars.
Beast is defeated.
Yay!
What did that hint tell us? Disney Castle has the Thunder, which is just in the courtyard, right? From what we can tell on
It was in the... Oh god, what is that
it was
room
in the
called?
mini chest,
the throne?
wasn't it?
The mini... Yeah, the mini chest. The library. There we go.
There we go.
Flash pushing toward Darkthorn.
Oh, this is interesting. I like this.
We have limit form and a good health bar.
I don't remember who said it, but it was a really good point. If you have the tools to clear a world, just clear it.
Mm-hmm. Completely agree.
Got a 10-9 Keyblade as our base. So 10 strength, 9 magic. I will say I'm a little scared of how we're going to deal with the... I already forgot what the... Shadow Stalker, that's what he's called. I don't know how we're going to deal with the Shadow Stalker here. I think Darkthorn will be not much of a problem for Flash. But this... I don't even know what to call this black ball here, but like this... Wait... we have a Thunder in Pride Lands. I missed that. I was going to say, without a Thunder, how do you do this? But we do have Thunder. Okay, never mind. Flash will make quick work of this. Ooh, and getting a limit level in the process.
Nice.
Yeah, Sunlight, I can't read English nor pictures. It's a real problem.
I mean, to be fair to Roro, I missed the thunder in Pride Lands too, so I can't read either.
That makes 3 of us.
Then I got
was like,
the
what
whole
thunder?
crew. Nice damage being done here with the use of Ragnarok. Alright, let's take a look.
Ooh.
I think we're coming down with the Chandelier.
Ooh, okay. So in Disney Castle, there's still 2 important checks. So the next step for Yuki, if he needs to come back, we need to do windows. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Uki's just gonna finish off the shot. Nicely done by Flash using the limit, the beast limit.
Very clean, very nice. Uki following Flash into BC now.
And Rumbling Rose appearing quite early. It showed up on Darkthorn instead of in its vanilla location.
Oh, we actually have a little bit of a reversal now. Flash going into Agrabah.
Oh, how the turntables.
So I will say, it might be a bit more challenging we might switch off this 1v1 view because we do have Danimal and Aurochs coming up at 8 p.m. I will ask them if they're willing to wait until 8:30 just to, and I'm using Eastern time here, so just generalized to your time zone, but they're supposed to start in roughly 45 minutes. I'm wondering if they'll be willing to wait maybe an extra half hour. I'll DM them both so that we can stay on this 1v1 layout and have this nice visual of the tracker each time.
Oh, I forgot that Beast Castle had a flash step, so that's going to be a good gap closer for some of the bosses.
For sure. It's not my preferred gap closer, but it is good to have one.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Flash is going to push the mouse like Uki did. If Flash is going to continue this trend of just pushing worlds until I feel like I can't push any further, I wonder if
sick dodge.
Yeah. I wonder if Flash is just going to say, I'm going to come to DC last, because it's not that big a number from his perspective, right? It's a 2 with a Thunder in it. What's the report number in Agra? Is that 5? I think that's report 5.
I'm squinting at this one, and
Yeah, me too. I'm like, hello. I think it's 11 and 5.
Yes. Let me
Okay.
make the layout a bit more. I'm trying to make it as good as possible for you commentators to see the stream well enough.
Okay, so yeah, someone confirmed in chat. Yeah, 11 and 5.
So they actually have very, very similar checks here. This is our joint tracker with 13 checks found. We'll make that 14 now, but they're basically having a very, very similar start to the seed.
Oh, it looks like Flash is in Hollow Bastion now.
I was going to say, Flash is doing the first bit of content we haven't seen yet now.
Yeah.
And that fire pickup already. Sora's Heart has Master Form.
Oh my god.
Of course it
So
does.
this level 7 form could be terrible if that Master Form is very late and that final form requires all 5 pages. We might be here a while.
No, don't say that.
I mean,
The front
listen,
pickup, though, that's nice.
this is
Don't
the first
say
seed
that.
that we've had where I don't think we had a proof in the first 5 minutes. Much less 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So... This is starting
Well,
to get
I mean,
real.
if I had to pick a form for the proof to be on level 7, I would say it's on Wisdom.
So we got Rain with the Wisdom, Dax with the Limit. Who's taking Final Master and Valor?
Who's taking
I
everybody
was
else?
gonna say if Dax isn't here, I got to rep for the Limit. If Dax is here, then I'm gonna rep for Final.
I wish that you could do multiple predictions at once. That'd be kind of cool. Predict which, like, if we know it's going to be on a form, just like 30 seconds, bet on a form.
Hold
Dare
on,
that is mean.
I'm writing this down. I'm writing where I think the proofs are going to be. I write on a piece of paper.
God.
I mean, if we're going on where proofs are, period, I have to say that I want one in PR because you cannot spell proof without PR.
There you go.
AB, by the way, Flash
Going
doing
into
exactly what
today,
you said. Trying to get those first 3 chests, hoping to get that final. So Flash is listening to you.
Hey, listen. It's a shame it wasn't there, but still, I would call that an absolute good play with the knowledge that we have.
Yeah, absolutely.
And into SP. Okay.
Oh, I love doing that. Like the glide after hitting the door or getting the
I
orbs.
can't, I can't time it worth anything. I can't ever get that, and I've tried.
I mean, I don't even time it. I just spam the heck out of square.
Oh
And
my God,
another reflect.
reflect.
Two reflects. Very nice.
And Blizzard on limit 3 for Uki.
All right, look at that.
Unlike the seed earlier where the first few drive levels had nothing, we're at least getting a drop in the bucket for the drive forms.
That is a good point. Having Blizzara PR is definitely not a bad push. I'm gonna agree with Sonic there too.
Yeah, I wish that these racers had an experience boost, because it's something that Puffin taught me in Fresh Faces 1, that if you have an experience boost and at least something to hit the pirates with, like a Thunder or a Blizzard, doing an early Port Royal is a great way to experience boost, because beginner, it's much tougher to get yourself in that critical HP, or even like below half health. You're like, look at this health bar already on Uki's side, like that's a huge health bar, and you're a tank on beginner, so taking those hits is the earlier you can get to PR with a tool and an experience boost, the better.
Got Flash pushing into DC now.
So what worlds have neither of our racers done? Not really much of Port Royal, not much of Twilight Town, HB2.
STT.
I will be shocked to see STT in the next 10 minutes.
STT.
Uki did the initial chests in Land of Dragons, but otherwise we haven't seen much of it.
Donald getting in the way of the computer.
I was gonna say, come on, chat, bring us those lauders.
I was like, what does lauder stand for? I keep seeing it in the chat. I was like, oh, LD. Never mind. I'm like, what is this?
Lauders is Fresh Faces 1. Fresh Faces 2 is Bodders, where Beast just
Bodders.
bobs his head because of the... if you know, you know. There was some early
Bodders.
BC drama in the KH2 Rando server.
Not the BC drama. Oh, man.
Oh, and there goes Uki into PR.
And Flash going into HB2, which we know these 3 checks are not going to be reports. Both of these routes are very solid, in my opinion. Like, this is an indication that they deserve to be here in the top 32.
Felix,
100%.
Prodders, I'm with you. Yes, Prodders for FF2.
Oh, good lord. Stop. This is getting out of control. Next, you're going to tell me how botters, like... we can't... This can't continue.
Get into it, Roro. Get into it.
What do we got? Plotters, decotters. Totters with TT. Spotters with Space Paranoids. Yeah, O'Cotters.
Not the O'Cotters.
Not the O'Cotter. Oh my god.
Ooh, Slapshot in the corridors. Looks like Uki's picking up some Valor levels.
I don't think that the crates give Valor levels, but maybe Uki got Valor levels on the fight and I missed it.
I think that was what was happening.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Uki's tracker does look dimmed. I can double check that that's not something... I think that's Uki's stream. I can double check, though. Yeah, no, it looks dimmed on stream, too, so there's not much I can really do. Maybe a more talented host than I would be able to undim it somehow, but... Oh my god. What have you started, commentators? Now we have all the otters in the chat. Every single world has gotten its otters interpretation now.
Emote makers, get on it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, there's the Blizzard. Level 3 limit.
Now, did we get this hint for Cure on Report 4 in Port Royal? I think so, right? Yes, we did. Okay.
Cure Roggers.
Unfortunately for you, Chad, I don't think we're getting Q-Rog at this seed. That Cure is not worth pushing in Agrabah, so... Oh, Uki is EXP boosting. Kind of talking about what we were saying earlier. It's tough to get down to low HP, but Uki managed to do it. Gonna get some limit levels here too. And just a reminder, chat, levels, drive levels, and 100 Acre Wood cannot have reports. Because those worlds technically don't have a first visit. Flash making very quick work of these dancers. Yeah, run. There we go. Nice. Pop up most of those.
Nice.
Okay, we got this. Maybe Valor 4 on this? Question mark? Not quite.
The good news is on beginner with 14 defense that those dancers don't do as much damage as we're all terrified of.
Or no, Cure was hinted on the drives by Report 4. We do not actually have Cure. It's very hard to tell on Uki's tracker because it's kind of dimmed, so maybe if Uki comes back for top 16, I'll ask him to maybe undim that tracker a bit.
Ooh, we got some torn pages on Flash's side.
The first torn pages. Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, that is
Sorry, go ahead.
It is an interesting point that drives and 100 Acre don't have any reports because it does give those numbers a little more weight, at least for me.
Yeah, no, for me too. I'm definitely prioritizing those as naturally as I can. We're gonna get final form early. Alright, Flash remembered this one. Okay.
Yay, minigame time. Let's go.
Let's go.
Spam that triangle button.
Exactly.
Oh no, it's the X button. I always forget. Swinging is the X, grabbing stuff is the triangle.
Hey, but you gotta press triangle to get Piglet, though, so...
True.
You weren't wrong.
So Uki has left Hollow Bastion and Twilight Town for last. My assumption is probably going through his head that he's looking for Torn Pages to maybe snag that final form before going into those worlds to potentially level the forms.
I do find it interesting that neither of them have gone for even the chests in
Twilight Town?
Thank you. Because like you can eject yourself out of there just before the station fight. So I'm interested to. It might just be that they're waiting on final.
Yuki is checking the chats right before Barbosa. He was able to get 2 reports. One of them hinted of, I think it was the fire in Prylands, if I'm not mistaken, and then the other one was the magnet in Land of Dragons. And there's still one more check in this world. And a glide. Thank you, chat. Gliders.
Oh yeah, and getting a drive converter is really nice too, because trying to do anything with master form when the time comes without one is.
Quick work of Barbosa there. Very nice. And Yuki's going back in for PR2.
I mean, with the tools that Uki has, everything up to GR2 should be pretty quick work.
That magnet LOD hint is kind of annoying, because it's something we mentioned earlier, that you kind of want the magnet for LOD to speed that up. But some CZ, that's just not an option.
The good news is they both got the one that was in Beast Castle.
Not anti-form.
Probably not the worst place to get it, honestly, because we're just out of it now.
It's like, I don't want to be fighting Zaldin, and it's like, oh great.
If there's a place I'm guaranteed to get anti-form every time, it's Zaldin.
Yes, exactly.
Like, tattling on myself a little bit. I am still so new at like going for this stuff. That is a fight I still can't make it out of without using Mickey.
We have Limit, we have Thunders.
Getting ready to fight GR1 as well.
Once GR1 is done, we just have a nice, healthy stream of checks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Flash is doing the minute fight here in PR.
That those money pouches in the beginning really coming in handy with the ethers.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Uki 1 hit away. A proof! Oh, wait.
False proof!
Alright, let's see what PR2 is giving us today. I was gonna say a bullet to the face, but
Jewelry and steroids, it looks like.
Alright, are we seeing a GR2C potentially? An anonymous gifter gifted a tier 1 sub to the Looney Fox. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Just a reminder to people, gifted subs is always okay, but please consider using command donate instead. All funds, all donations go towards humanitarian aid in the Ukraine for both citizens who have managed to flee but left everything behind and those still located there. So I appreciate the gift sub, but please consider donating for all future contributions to the channel.
So it looks like PR. Oh, go ahead.
No, you first.
So it looks like PR2 ended with a fire.
Indeed. I have to imagine.
Fight rockers.
Fight rockers. Oh no! What have we started here? Oh no!
And Uki's going into Twilight Town.
With Trinity Limit, we can get through the station fight much faster because, for the unaware, in the station fight, you just need to get a certain hit count in order to progress the fight, and the Trinity does an insane number there. So as soon as you perform the finisher, you've hit the hit count, and you can rapidly move on. I have to imagine that the reason we've seen a trend with TT being the dead last shotgun is because it's such a natural place to level final form, and if it dies early with checks, there's not really a perfect spot to level final form afterwards. So I think we've seen the racers kind of adapt by leaving Twilight Town for later, and not even like pushing the shotgun and before like even pushing some deeper content, as we saw Uki cleared all of PR1, Flash cleared all of BC1. Really wanting to find that final form if possible. Did Uki miss a chest? Did Uki miss the... I don't know if my eyes deceived me or if I looked away for too long.
I'm not certain. I think Uki just took a different path than we're used to seeing to getting the chest. But it is possible that there might have been one missed. Oh, you know what? If there was one missed, it would have been the one on the other side of that one building.
That's what I was thinking. The one almost by like that... well, it's now the movie theater in KH3, but like the one closest to the movie theater, if that makes any sense.
There was the one that's on that one building where you have to kind of either go the long way around or you can aerial dodge up to it. There's the little one in that little corner near the theater. I'm talking about the one on the other side, on a platform just above the one.
I see.
As you come in from the sand lot.
Well, I hope for Uki's sake that that's not the case. Doesn't seem to be hurting so far. We've got 2 important checks already collected. Report 6, which told us that Port Royal has a blizzard, and another torn page.
Time for another minigame.
Is Flash going to agree with you? Flash is not going to agree with you. It is not time for a minigame. Well, Flash actually can't do it.
Come on.
Oh, wait, hang on. But Flash doesn't have the page for it yet. But wait. If Flash does get the page for it, maybe it'll be time for a minigame. I do also want to give a massive shout out to the next 2 racers, Lord Danimal for Life and Orox44. They have both agreed to push the start of their race 30 minutes to give Uki and Flash a chance to finish their 1v1 race. So shout out to the both of them for being such good sports about the whole thing. So both of you, they're both about to either full clear TT1 or dip out of TT1. What's jumping out at you? Like, where are you going next?
Sunlight honestly said it in the chat. At this point, I'm looking at OC, hopefully getting that second chance.
Rain?
I completely agree. I definitely would go to OC.
OC.
That's what I call it. And it also stands for, like, whenever I have to go into OC, I'm like, okay, I have to be obviously calm. So,
yeah, good point. Uki does still have to check all of Hollow Bastion still, so I guess Uki will probably go into Hollow Bastion first, then maybe OC.
I can see that being Uki's pathing.
And Flash actually doing what you suggested. Just get the chest in TT1 and maybe come back with Final should you get it. Unfortunately, we know that the station fight has the torn page that might help you get Final. But...
Irony. There goes Flash into OC.
yes.
And with potential knowledge of OC, this tracker is starting to look real scary. Like, I'm seeing lots of 1s and 2s, very low numbers, that it's just going to be, like, who pushes correctly. Although, at this point, we still don't have a proof. We're 37 minutes into a seed, and no proof has been found.
It's making me think that if there is an early quote-unquote proof, it's going to be here in OC.
Hashtag who rolled this seed.
Chat, get your Roros ready.
I would like to hire some legal representation to tell me to plead my Fifth Amendment rights. So if you know someone who might be interested in legally representing me, I'm in the market. Oh, and Flash is going at it. Flash is not stopping after that shotgun.
Honestly, I would probably do the same thing in Flash's position. You got the tools to do the clear. You have, I believe, at least a magnet.
Mhm.
I will say one thing I do wonder is, I don't know if Flash just forgot that he hasn't done the LOD shotgun, but if I'm going to do some of these worlds, I would consider at least dropping in for the shotgun and seeing if I can't pick up that magnet.
Yeah, we have the knowledge, given that Uki's done it, that it's not there. But given what Flash knows, it's a play that I would make for sure to go there next.
Yeah. I'm sure Flash won't necessarily need that magnet terribly. But it can speed things up, especially with these pesky shadows that can be some of the most annoying enemies in the game, since they just can go underground and come up whenever they please.
Yeah, I hate the shadows.
We do have Limit Form that we can use, and Valor Form. Not sure if we're going to see those forms make an appearance.
Honestly, piggybacking off of what Sonic said in chat, it's possible that Flash might be waiting to do the extended shotgun and just clear at least all the way up to Minute Fight.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. It's kind of funny how this seed in particular kind of boiled down to a concept that I noticed in League, which is mouse push diff. So far, it seems like the only real major difference that I see is Uki decided to push deeper in Disney Castle relative to Flash. Otherwise, they've been clearing content at roughly the same rate.
Yeah. I want that on a t-shirt. Mouse push diff.
Oh my!
Oh, good lord. You two are going to
Wisdom
start
form on Cerberus.
with all the otters that you guys have created in this t-shirt business. You're going to make the rando community millionaires. We're...
Wisdom on Cerberus.
Oh my god, that's huge. That's a form.
Oh my god, I regret saying wisdom form now.
Yeah, because at this point now, we just have to get Master and Final, and we know where they are. It's just a matter of how deep.
Yeah. That's crazy. And that's actually perfect timing too, because that's gonna come in handy should we need to go to LOD, should we need to go even like Disney Castle. If we do push there eventually, the windows are gonna be a great place to get those wisdom levels.
Chat's casting spells to hex our racers, I see. Level 50 Master, Yeet Final, Limit 7, Yeet the Bear.
Yeah,
Woo!
listen, this could turn very ugly. Like, we're approaching the 45-minute mark with not approved to our name, our collective names. Like, our joint trackers, I haven't even been keeping up that closely. I think I might actually be up to date. Just double checking, making my rounds. This is what I have for the joint tracker. With 27 checks in total, our racers have 25 apiece. So they virtually have done the same content. I see the Fire in PR2 is something Uki has, and then the Torn Page in Hollow Bastion is something Flash has. Otherwise, I think they have identical trackers. Well, they had identical trackers, because we just found Chicken Little as well.
I'm just worried that the predictions I wrote down for the checks, the proofs, and the promise charm are going to be coming true, and it's not looking. It's scaring me.
This is very scary. Get ready for the question I'm going to lob up in like a second if this turns out to just be like a Thunder and a Once More in OC, and there's no proof here. Where we go next? Because this is a...
There's a second chance.
Scary, yeah.
Nice. Nice.
I mean, we only have what 3 more chests in OC now, and then everything else is story checks. Am I forgetting a chest somewhere?
Yeah, I think so. 2 checks on Demix, and then if I remember correctly, 3 chests in that room. I forgot the name of it. The lock, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3 chests in the lock, and then everything else is all either pop-ups from battles or story stuff.
After the lock is the freaking Hydra. Oh, chicken was an OC.
Yeah, it was in the maze room, if you will.
Oh,
Torn pages.
Mini games?
Mini games? Eat the bear?
This is a wild seed.
Yeah, I'm starting to get scared that there's like a triple proof possibility on drives now. Drives was bait until potentially it's not bait anymore.
Are you sure you didn't roll on Nightmare?
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
At this point, I'm looking at STT. If I'm
Really?
this far in and I'm this far in and I don't have a proof, I'm checking STT, especially because it hasn't been hinted yet.
Sag TT. Let's go.
Sag TT. That's what STT stands for.
That's what I always call it, like Sag TT.
See, it's funny you bring that up because for me, I think that's a reason for me to go to Twilight Town, because that Master Form being on levels and the drives not having that much progress in it makes me think that I may as well just push all the way through Twilight Town, get my levels, and try to get my drive levels too.
Mm-hmm.
With 3 reports still out there, it's... that STT is scary. STT is a much more exaggerated example of potential mouse diff, because like if you do STT, right, and it turns out to be just like a Stitch, for example, it's very tough to get that time back, right, like if your opponent doesn't do it. So if you go to STT, you are dying on the hill that if I like, you go to STT and I think here, it's kind of like, if it's here, I win, if it's not, I lose. And I'm not sure if we're quite there.
Yeah, it would be a riskier play in hindsight. I do like your idea of pushing through Twilight Town more now that it's said out loud.
What a
There's
hint
the
Flash
last
just
check.
collected.
Yeah, I know, OC.
Clearing the
Beast
way
Castle.
for BC2, meaning you don't have to go
Nice.
there if you don't want to. What a hint to find.
That said, if it's not on Zaldin, it's not a bad idea to just run in there really quick and grab it.
I think it has to be on Zaldin, if I'm not mistaken, because the only check you get is the Rumbling Rose check, which cannot have an ability. So one more
Cannot be
must
there.
be on Zaldin.
Waters in the
That
chat.
is so gross.
Waters.
This mouse diff is starting to scare me a little bit. I think it's it might actually, like, we're running out of places for checks to be. Like, this mouse diff might actually be something that makes or breaks here.
Oh my god, every time you say mouth diff, I can't help but giggle a little bit.
It's such a silly name, and I'm rolling with
It's gonna be a
Mouse
TV.
diff.
A TV. It's gonna be a T-shirt.
I'm gonna get a pet mouse and be like, mouse diff.
Waters.
You know, you gotta get Pat Mouse and name it Diff, so you can say, "This is my mouse diff.
Diff?
This is my mouse diff."
That's
Yes,
so
this
funny.
is my mouse diff.
Diff?
These level checks are also really deep. We're already at level 27 on Flash's side, and still nothing.
Butters. I'm done.
Modders. Modders.
What have you started?
Hey, it's never enough.
So Uki's actually going to potentially save some time here over Flash, because Flash did Darkthorn. But Uki's going to get the hint that it is dead here on Hydra. Killing two birds with one stone here. Modder's Potter sounds like a child's abridged version of Harry Potter. Oh, good lord.
This is why I love this community.
Because of the nonsense that we come up with as a collective.
The absolute nonsense.
There are no winners and losers. Just the real winners was the nonsense we accumulated along the way. There we go.
Oh, server error does bring up a good point. That OM, with what Uki knows, that OM could look like it's on Darkthorn.
Could. I don't think that I have seen... I think the top 32 have done many seeds without Second Chance and Once More at this point, so unlike in Critical Mode, I don't think that you're going to see these racers prioritize those abilities nearly as much as you would on, say, like a Critical Difficulty seed. But
True.
You are right, it is possible that if Uki really, really wants that Once More, he'll commit to BC further. I have a suspicion, though, based on the amount of seeds that I've seen, that they're going to try to make do without Once More, and pray that Final Zemnis isn't a jerk.
Minigame?
Minigame time?
Part two?
Magnet on Mountain Climb.
Now, we might have another minigame, right? Uki is coming in here with 2 torn pages, right?
Yes.
So we might actually see Grand Theft Pooh Bear. Yes!
Grand Theft Pooh Bear. Another t-shirt.
I want 1% royalties for facilitating this this placement.
So, GTP.
Which is another one that still kicks my butt because I'm so used to the slower one.
Getting limit levels here in the cave fight. I don't think we've seen limit 5 yet. We have not. Nothing there.
Just HP. Which, look at that HP bar. Lamp Charm on
Lamp Charm.
This is getting ridiculous. We are almost at an hour without a single proof in anyone's possession. This has got to be scary for these 2 racers.
I would be making bricks.
I would be screaming, I'm behind. I would be asking myself, like, I'm just so done. It's Jover. It's Jover for me.
It's Jover, exactly. No, I completely agree. Like, if I were in their position, I'd be like, oh my goodness, what is happening?
I would definitely be afraid that I've missed a chest somewhere. I would start wondering if there's something that is completely... Again, I'm looking at STT and End of Twilight Town now because I'm like, oh god, what do I do? The Sean Youth. Yes.
Oh, it looks like Yuki's gonna do screens and is trying to get what's it called? The experience boost. Yeah. Interesting.
What are we gonna do here? We don't have Stitch. We have a single magnet. Are we just going to pray or eat? Well, we do have a ton of money, so we could just hope our ethers carry us through.
We do have Magnet Burst.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Magnet bursters.
And that's exactly what we're doing.
Uki is low enough. These are typically 102 points, and he's getting 204 a pop. Cutting it close for sure. It's getting the job done. One thing working in Uki's favor here, potentially, is if Uki also decides to go and push LOD as deep as Flash is, more natural opportunities to level Master.
Especially because I'm fairly certain they also have a drive converter.
Yeah. But Flash doing an incredible job with these clears.
Berserk charge on 32.
Oh, there's the
Master
Master.
on
There it is,
34.
34. There we go.
So honestly, depending on where Flash goes next, even without an experience boost, or E-experience boost, what did I say? Hello? English?
Another t-shirt.
EXP boosting, even without EXP boosting, he might get that Master Form relatively quick.
Ooh, leveling up wisdom.
Sean, you skip is off, but isn't Zigbar skip still on, or am I forgetting?
The skips are not on. Oh my god, Promise Charm on
Okay,
Wisdom
not on.
5.
Promise charm on wisdom.
Oh my god. We
Hey,
got a
hey.
proof!
It only took
I did
54
say-
minutes for the first proof.
I said wisdom. I said wisdom.
At 50 minutes load list.
Oh, this is starting to... Finally, at least the 5 drives weren't bait this time. And there's the final form for Flash.
Hey!
This is starting to get
Minigames for
very
the win.
interesting. They are neck and neck here. 33 and 32 checks a pop. Both of them having 4 forms right now. Ooh, and we're pushing Demix here, if I'm not mistaken. This is a Demix push.
I mean, with 2 still... is it 2 that I'm seeing still in Hollow Bastion?
Yep.
I cannot fault a push at least to the Crystal Fisher.
So Uki does have the access to the final form, right? Just hasn't gone in, right?
I think
'Cause
so.
that was the honey pot slider room, right? That's Rabbit's house there.
Yes.
So Uki could get this final form.
yeah.
Now, it's an unfortunate knowledge check because this is not the case in KH2 FM, if I'm not mistaken. Check and correct me if I'm wrong. But you can actually pop Wisdom Form right before going into final fantasy fights here, which I don't think you can do in the vanilla game. So if Flash is able to pop that Wisdom Form, he'll be able to get that on the way to Crystal Fissure.
It's very possible this might be where we're going to see a little bit of distance between the racers.
And Uki is picking up the final form just in time to level it up on the dancers and HB, should he want to. Electing to do exactly that. Okay, so it is a rando exclusive thing. Okay. I thought so, I didn't want to speak in absolutes. Unfortunately, can't even level Valor here because Goofy is dead in canon.
Edgers.
Oh, seven's in chat.
Oh no, not the Dedgers. Oh good lord, the t-shirts
Edgers.
ideas. He said deals absolutes exactly.
Dentures.
Edgers.
Oh no, not this.
Hoyok.
No, Flash did go back. I think Flash checked those two.
Yeah. That's where Flash got
The torn page, right?
one of the torn pages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I called one on final, not 7, but I did call one on final.
Who rolled this seed?
Whoever rolled the seed needs to be entered into witness protection yesterday. So, Uki definitely has like the knowledge lead here. That being said, if Flash goes to Twilight Town right after this, Final Four will be in his possession. I'm trying to think. Maybe if he also pushes the mouse, he'll find a way to get a proof off wisdom, get the promise charm off wisdom. I mean. Oh, and Uki, by the way, electing to just go on to TT3 despite it being dead, which makes perfect sense given that we still have one on drives and one on levels. Oh my god, proof of connection is on Crystal Fissure.
Crystal Fissure.
We went from having 0 proofs to 3 in 7 minutes. So, you know, that 7-minute go mode seed was just delayed by 51 minutes. Got it. Sorry, chat, we're in a 51-minute delay for the proofs. Now, Flash does have Magnera. The unfortunate thing is that our stats are quite low. This is through no fault of Flash. The 34-35 is just rough. You can even see it doesn't really improve on Uki's side on level 42. Our strength is 36. Now, Uki is still checking chest, but I'm not sure if Uki recognized that we got the pan check. I believe that was TT2, right?
Right at the end of it.
Okay.
It might just be a matter of checking for stuff like, I don't think they have explosion yet.
Right.
So I don't even think they really have much in the way of ground finishers, period. So it might just be tool checks.
Flash also getting the Master Form here on 1K. So definitely the less conventional route to get here. But Flash now also has all 5 forms and might start prioritizing those drives given that's now the biggest number on his tracker. Uki got finishing leap. Okay, so we're getting finishers. Very nice.
Oh, Yuki's level 40. Yuki's level 43, and there's still one more check in
boy.
levels.
Yeah. It can only be proof of non-existence out of the proofs. We know where the other 3 are.
If it's a proof, I swear.
If it's a proof, that's really scary for Flash, because that means you kind of have to... The best way to catch up is to basically hard commit to Twilight Town, and then find a way to get master levels somehow.
Master levels in Twilight Town 3 isn't usually too bad, because you have that room with the gamblers.
Thank you for reminding me. I was like, that's another thing I completely forgot about. Yeah. Do you want to explain to our chat how it works?
So I believe if you are using a drive converter and you beat the minigame, it's all 3 of them just erupt in orbs. You have to have drive converter, because if you don't, it ends up being money instead. But it shoots, like, I want to say that first one gets you 3 levels easy on master.
And I think we'll see
if they're grounded. Thank you, Superstar.
Yep. Oh, is that how that works? I did not know that it was if they're grounded. The more you know. But the other thing that can help is if you have a jackpot, they drop even more. So equipping the jackpot ability can help them drop more orbs and make the leveling super fast.
You see, we're already at level 4.
I'm a little scared that that triple proof thing could still be a thing.
It is a distinct possibility.
And a Thunder kills HB2.
Ooh, level 6.
Is this the rule that
Flash
it was?
doing some leveling. Yeah, Flash doing some leveling, it looks like.
Makes sense.
I was going to say, for him, I don't even think he's done Station Fight, has he?
He is not, but looking like we're going to get the Promise Charm here from Flash's side. I don't know how many Heartless we have to kill, but there's so many of them here that will probably be close. Now, Uki is kind of on the railroads here, potentially to go to HB2. With all these form levels, we only have 2 2s left on Uki's tracker, which are DC and HB. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I forgot about LOD.
HB2 is probably the best bet. I can see a DC push. LOD is the one that I'm skeptical of as far as anyone going to as their next move, if I was in Uki's position.
Yeah, I mean, they're all kind of... I think anyone... Oh my god!
Oh
44. My
goodness.
god!
Yep.
So there's your joint tracker with all 4 proofs located. Wisdom 5, Final 5? Was Proof of Peace Final 5?
I think so.
Yeah, Final 4 or 5.
I think so, yeah.
Final 5, Wisdom 5, Level 44, and 1K.
Crystal Fisher, I think.
Or sorry, right, Crystal Fisher. Sorry, not 1K.
I just Roman Maniac the 8th.
Oh, and Uki's following this up with HB2. And Flash is gonna get the level proof here. So Uki has to get through Final Fantasy fights, then Crystal Fissure, and then Uki is done. Flash has to get through level 44, and then basically just rush... Unfortunately for Flash, TT1 is not yet finished. So there's not really a natural place to get final form levels for Flash. But would have to rush TT2. Oh wait, no, hang on. We haven't done Station Fight yet. What am I talking about? Oh my god. Wait, this could be huge. This could be very, very close.
This is still definitely anyone's game.
If Station Fight were already done, then I think Uki would have had the match. But with Station Fight still available, Flash just needs to get 5 more levels on screens while he's here, and then just bum rush TT1 with the intention to level final form. So there's 2 major questions here that keep Flash in the running here. Is he going to get to level 44 on screens? No, he's not. And then the next one is he going to bum rush TT1? Obviously, Flash can't know, right? Flash could not possibly glean that it was a guaranteed levels proof from this information. So I kind of respect the play of just like, let's get the screens done, let's get the drive levels, and let's move on. This is crazy.
Listen, y'all, ticket pays for the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge.
Yeah, I'm over here like staring at my screen. Like this is, I'm like drawn in to this race.
And Flash electing to clear this world out. Can't blame him at all. But I think, unfortunately, given these times, that might be the nail in the coffin. Or at the very least, it's going to be very, very difficult to catch up. In the space of 15 minutes, we found all proofs. Yeah. It's, delayed go mode seed, what can I say?
Honestly, though, these are kind of my favorite types of seeds because the suspense just starts building.
Yeah. Absolutely. And finally, we broke the curse of the drive bait.
Like you sit here,
Boy,
you become anxious for the players.
Is Uki setting up for 1K?
Maybe because we haven't checked the Crystal Fissure chest, because I think the menu pops up before you have the chest. I'm not sure.
Correct.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Uki is
Oh,
gonna
here
do
we
all that
go.
prep for this.
Surprise!
Oh, and Slide Dash was on Hostile Program. Oh my god.
Uki is in go mode.
Yeah. Great seed from both players. This was some spectacular play.
Absolutely fantastic. Like, it really only came down to a couple decisions here and there.
No, yeah, I completely agree. They were pretty much even, but like AB said, just some of the it came down to some decisions here and there, minor ones too.
The final form TT. Oh my god, there's another cure on Valor 5. That's absurd. Flash just
All
got...
I'm saying is that means we know where the proof of healing is.
Yeah, that is true.
The
So Flash just
proof
lost
of
form
healing.
roulette, basically, because if Flash had chosen final form by pushing TT, this would have been significantly closer. It's already very close as is. Felix says now go for AG for proof of healing and the moral win. I'd respect it. I'd respect that. Now, as Uki finishes, I will be, unfortunately, setting up for our next race that is going down. Danimal for Life versus Aurochs 44 are just about ready to get started. Their race time has been posted.
Yes, agreed. Great mouse push from Flash using the quick run. That was amazing.
Absolutely. Great everything from Flash. Like, look at these trackers. They both have 39 checks exactly. So it literally just came down to a slight difference in routing. Which is just, to a certain extent, luck-based.
Yeah, with the information provided, you really cannot look at what Flash did and say that there was a mistake made.
No, I think that they both did an incredible job with their routing. The only, and this is me being nitpicky, I might have checked the LOD for the shotgun of the magnet. That's something that's like, it's in the back of my mind, like saying that might have made OC easier. Obviously, it doesn't change anything because we know that magnet wasn't in the shotgun. But other than that, Flash brought a game here. This is insane.
Definitely ain't no half step in here.
This is our 2 versus 31 seed match here, too, if I'm not mistaken. Can someone...
Oh, dang.
So, like, the fact that it's this close at 2v31, bonkers. Just unbelievable talent out of our top 32. I think Sunlight is fact-checking me. I think I'm correct, but I'm not 100% sure. It is indeed 2v31. Like, that's crazy. This is crazy close at 2v31.
Which it can't really be that big of a surprise that they're so good, considering how many people were piling up against the closing window on the chopping block.
That's true.
Like, these racers are phenomenal, and I'm so excited to watch this as it progresses.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Do we have any with this bracket? I need to open it up somewhere. Does this decide any of our matches yet or no? I don't think so. I think this is a completely different part of the bracket, but I need to double check. Yeah, this is a different part of the bracket, it seems.
Yeah, chat confirms not yet.
I think one thing I've noticed is that win or lose, both of these players are kind of demonstrating equally valid ways of dissecting the seed. And it's really just interesting to see these like different perspectives, regardless of whether the person wins or loses. Kind of reverse engineering what they're probably thinking in real time. It's also a hard task for us, right? Because we're just so excited about the proofs. We know where they are. We're trying to debias ourselves from what we know versus what they know.
Right. And it looks like Yuki's about to go into final Zemnis. Anger and hate is supreme.
All right, Zebra Man.
Okay, Zemnis, time for you to go back to
You're gonna be
what's that place
recompleted.
called? Exactly. I didn't want to be rude, but that's another way to say it.
Zemnis sneaking in a good hit there. Oof.
No once
for you
more
to
for our players,
unlive.
unfortunately. So if Zemnis is being a jerk, it's unfortunately going to be very punishing. Chalupa Supreme.
Supreme.
Oh,
Kizu, now I'm hungry.
all right, looks like we're in laser phase here. And we might be. Ooh, we're not reflecting this. I take it. Okay. I think we're waiting for the next set of circles, maybe, or the circle laser. Oh my god! And reflect on Boat Pete.
Oh,
just
we
missed
got
the
it done.
so close.
I wonder if Uki's just gonna take it. Uki is not taking the dome.
Let's go.
Hashtag just die, it's faster.
Exactly.
So we will keep Flash until the racers are both live. Should Flash want to continue playing.
The Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Listen, Kisu's just a bag of memes in here. We're just rolling the dice to find out what's next.
Dimsdale Dimmadome. Put that on a t-shirt and then just put a picture of Zemnis' face.
Oh, we're going for the limit form strat. Alright, we're in laser phase now. What is Pete hiding? Secret answer report 2.
A report, of course.
Which hints the Stitch. Oh my god.
Zemnis with the Doug Dimmadome hat.
Oh, this is cool. I don't think I've seen
That's
this
awesome.
yet in Fresh Faces 2. I think we're gonna see Flash try to level master on the orbs here in Cavern of Remembrance. No.
All right, not mad
Or are
at
we
that
getting
idea.
levels here? We might be getting levels here too. Okay, we are getting master form levels. I like this
Oops,
play.
Sora got snatched.
This could be good for Uki because you can actually get an aerial combo with a finishing plus off and then go straight into a session, and Zemnis will still stay staggered. So I don't remember what Zemnis's HP bar was when we entered this phase, but
Oh my god, and we also got the Riku minigame.
more mini
I
games.
love it. I love it.
Oh, I think Flash is trying to die to get the reset on the...
It makes sense. On crit, this is an incredibly valuable play because you can just die so easily. On beginner, it's still a great play, but it's just much tougher.
Yeah, those cars don't hit you as hard on beginner. On crit, it's like being hit by a car.
I see what you did there. Took me a little while to recognize what you were putting down.
I mean, you know.
I got the...
Wait, what? What?
Because it's a hot rod. It's a hot rod.
What? Oh.
It's like getting hit by a car. On crit, they hit like a truck. True.
It's the flames, honestly. It's the flame decal. Oh, coming up on that threshold.
And those cars really say you're in the wrong neighborhood.
So is Uki gonna take the dome at this point? I feel like if you're Uki at this point, it's like you're... I think we're just taking the dome, yeah.
We're taking the dome.
I respect the attempt. It was very well done. Without the once more, it's a very challenging fight. It's a very punishing fight, I think is a better way to put it. Like, one mistake, and it's like, you can't even recover. That vines phase, you're not on the ground, you, like, once you aerial recover, you're just... Only God can save you at that point.
Full transparency, this is still a part of the rando that I cannot do. I know the theory behind it, still have not managed to pull it off.
It's very difficult. Like it is by far the hardest part, I think, of Fresh Faces 2. It's the hardest fight to pull off successfully, in my opinion. This is coming from someone who only has maybe like as of late, a 60% chance of getting dome skip. So I'm not one to talk about the.
I like those odds.
I like those odds.
I'm gonna put money on that. I was gonna say at this part, when Sora's just kicking Zemnis' butt, he's like, "Are you Zemnis, the owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome?" and it just impales him with the Keyblade.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
And Zemnis responds, "Yes, I am the owner." Blech.
And
Alright.
G's to UkiMiyoshi.
GG's.
Advancing to the top 16. And GG's also to Flash AM. This was a incredibly close race, given how different the seeding numbers were. You would have fooled me if you told me it was 2v31. I do want to quickly tell this quick story about Flash that I thought was very, very funny, because Flash has been just an absolutely chill dude to talk to in DMs. But when I first reached out to Flash to play in the tourney, his random rando video got recommended to me, and it was his channel. And I was like, I've got to find this guy in the rando server, because that video got recommended to me right as we were planning Fresh Faces 2. The first thing he did was report me to the mods because I sent a bunch of links about the event. And poor Zach had to tell poor Flash that, like, no, that's not a bot. That's just someone who can't communicate effectively and just sent you a bunch of links to an upcoming event. And Flash was a good sport about it and signed up immediately. But I thought that was a very funny story. That's I've got some learning to do with my outreach to not look like a bot. For any Brooklyn Nine-Nine fans, it was my Holt moment where Holt said, "Why does Twitter think I'm a bot? I'm a human. I'm a human male." That was my not AI moment for me. But yeah, thank you so much to both of these racers for participating. Uki, congratulations. We will see you in the top 16 with an opponent TBD. I do want to quickly move forward because we do have another race coming up here between Danimal for Life and Orox 44. But before we do have a rotation in the comms. So before we do have that happen, Rain, I want to give you an opportunity. First of all, thank you so much for joining us. It's on such short notice. We needed an emergency commentator, and you were right there for us. Second of all, tell the people a little bit about yourself and where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitch, on twitch.tv/RainKing, with 2 G's at the end. I haven't been streaming lately, but I am trying to get back into it. So I do stream Kingdom Hearts, Randomizer, and once the new Apollo Justice comes to Steam here in 2 days, I might stream that. So come and see me.
Perfect. All right. Rain, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to have you again on the commentary booth in the future as well, not just for emergency purposes.